There's a new trend of AI videos online, and it's what people are calling nostalgia slop or boomer slop. You've probably already seen it. There are two sides to it. So the first one is that you have these perfect looking 80s teens talking about how much better the past was.
Go back to 1985.
I know 2025 is bad. As soon as I finish here, I'll come get you.
And then you have the absurd ones like Stephen Hawking at the X Games.
Well, here he goes, Stephen Hawking dropping in on the giant vert ramp. This is history.
Picking up speed, rolling smooth, look at
he
the setup.
throws the backflip, full rotation, yes!
Mr. Rogers rapping.
It's Pac in the neighborhood, rhythm in my veins, spinning stories from the struggle, turning doubt into gain.
I'm Fred with the sweater, lacing truth in a rhyme, showing kindness on the meter.
Michael Jackson stealing some chicken.
Hey, that's my chicken.
Ha! Snatched it quick, gotta get that crunch. Golden bites, I'm gonna make 'em my lunch. Slide on the floor, nugget in my hand. Stealing your dinner cause I'm hungry, man. Woo!
I'm not saying that wasn't funny, but why? All of it is fake, all of it is AI, and somehow they're everywhere. So you know what? I did some reading, so let's talk about this. Nostalgia slop is basically either AI-generated comfort food for your feed. Those are the dreamy Sora-style videos of fake 80s and 90s kids where the sunsets are always golden, it never rains, all the cars are vintage, white people only, that's important, and I'll get back to it in a second, and everyone's always relaxed, happy, no stress. The other side is junk food. You know it's shit, but it feels good. Those are the absurd deepfakes, the brain rot. It's not real, you know it's not real, they're not even trying to be convincing at all, they still even have the Sora watermarks on it, but somehow they keep being made and people keep watching. This article points out some great things. This content is mostly watched by young people who never actually lived in the 80s or 90s. Because if you don't have any actual memories of that time, it's much easier to ignore the little anachronism and mistakes. You just see beautiful people everywhere, analog grain, warm colors, old cars, and someone saying that things were simpler back then, and your brain goes, yeah, that looks nice.
Yo, what are you even doing in 2025? Out there, it looks like everyone's glued to their phones, chasing nothing. No block parties, no Friday night hangout.
Do you even remember what it's like to really be here? Out here, time doesn't race, it breathes.
What the hell are you talking about?
You don't get it. The 80s wasn't just about neon lights or mixtapes. It was about being here, actually being with people. No screens in your face, no noise from the future, just the moment. The 80s miss you. We all do. Maybe it's time you came back.
I don't know what the that was.
In this LinkedIn essay, the author also calls it brain candy. It's not there to be good, just to be scrollable. It's short, emotionally obvious, no context needed, and you can make infinite variations of it. So now the question becomes, who's making this? And I bet you can see it coming, right? There's a little bit of like a political angle to this as well. In this Verge article, the author points out that these AI memories tend to show an idealized past where everyone is beautiful, everything is perfect, and most people are white. This lines up perfectly with this other article by historian Eleanor Ngoenha, where she talks about how trads and far-right online groups use romanticized history and aesthetics to sell a mythical past that we need to return to that never really existed. You've probably already seen some of these online, the whole tradwise aesthetic, marble statues, fake classical imagery, and so much more. To be fair, some people probably just create this sort of content for fun without reading too deep into it, but it ends up pulling from the same imagery and aesthetic, and it pushes this idea that things were somehow better before. Okay, but what do the absurd deepfakes have to do with any of this? This is a very interesting point that was made in some of these articles. If you pay attention, you'll notice that most of the celebrities used in these videos were very famous in the 80s and 90s, maybe up to the 2000s. But from the moment streaming and personalized social media feeds became a thing, we've lost this monoculture. We don't really watch the same shows or listen to the same music anymore. And some people don't like that, first of all, but AI nostalgia slop has to pretend we still do. It doesn't work if we don't have shared references like the Mr. Rogers one or Michael Jackson or 80s teen movies. And AI companies like OpenAI actually love this and lean into this as much as possible because every video is free marketing for Sora, so they have to make it easy for you to create it. One click to create Michael Jackson videos, for example, that is great for them. And it also helps to normalize the idea that AI generated content is normal, because the more fake content we consume, the more normal it becomes, which means the more people will start creating it using OpenAI's tools, of course. So as you're making these Michael Jackson videos, you're not just training the AI with your prompts, viewing behaviors, and everything else. You're also training the audience and getting the audience used to watch AI-generated content. AI slop is definitely not the future of creativity, but it is going to become the baseline noise that we will all start seeing online.
They've never tasted dirt. We grew up falling off bikes, getting back up, and calling it a good day. Now a mosquito bite is a crisis.
I doubt this is going away anytime soon. Because it's so easy to both produce and consume, I would not be surprised if this quickly becomes most of the content available online.
Get trophies for showing up. We didn't need awards. We had bruises, pride, and a dad who said, "You'll do better next time."
It is very annoying, but it is also a gift in a certain sense. Hear me out. Because as people get used to boring and generic content, which is always the same, and the more you watch it, the more you realize that it is pretty much always the same video that gets remixed again and again and again.
We're allergic to chores. We mowed, raked, and shoveled snow for the thrill of finishing before dark, not for allowance.
So the more people do that, the more real, unique human content becomes special and stands out. And so the way that you stand out as a human is by becoming even more human in a sense, and doing the things and telling the stories that an AI system literally could not have invented without you. Those are the personal stories of you as a kid, like your crazy family and things that happen to you, specific memories, experiences, and learnings that only you have experienced. And the more you lean into that natural human aspect and build that story around you, around what you're doing and what you're building, and not just your art like the final result, but I keep saying this in most of my videos, but the story behind why you're doing things, the behind the scenes, the feelings, the learnings, the mistakes, the improvements, that is what makes you truly unique. And I become interested in you as a person and as an artist in your development rather than just, oh, this is a pretty picture. That is when you really stand out and differentiate yourself clearly from AI. If you're interested in these sort of stories and you want to stay updated on new developments in the creative industry, you can subscribe to the Creator Lens. That's my free newsletter where we share all the important news in the creative industry. So thanks a lot for watching and see you soon.